And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. A very necessary video. A video that any human could have predicted on the first day of Generation 8.
Yep.
Why are we here today, Joey? Tell them.
We're talking about that arena suspect trap Dougie ban.
Exactly.
Whatever is going on, and it's gonna happen.
True. There's a suspect test right now, round 2 for Generation 8. Who was the first Mon they suspect tested?
In Gen 8, It was Dynamax.
Dynamax, right. So they got rid of Dynamax.
then we got Darm was quick banned, wasn't it?
Darm was quick banned, yes sir.
And then is that it?
I believe that's it.
And Dougie.
Now Dugtrio finally, what is this, 4 months after release, they have decided to finally suspect test it. It's about time, if you ask me.
Nah, it should have been. I don't think we should ever have Dugtrio in the metagame.
This month, it has not been banned yet, guys, but it is likely going to be banned.
Yeah, I think this weekend is when they do the testing. Has it been 2 weeks already?
You have until March 29th, which is this Sunday,
this weekend is Sunday.
So then right after that, the boat will start. But yeah, guys, basically just a little awareness information video. Dugtrio is actually being suspect tested now and will most likely end up being banned from the OU tier. Yeah, I guess we just talk about it. I mean, I can just look through some of these paragraphs right here. We can just talk about the main thing.
I want to say.
What are you gonna say?
I want to say that one of the just real quick, because I think this thing that's very important that people say, like, why is Dugtrio being suspected when it's not top 10 in usage and when it doesn't have like 40% usage like Dragapult?
Sure.
The idea behind a Pokemon being banned or suspected is if it's unhealthy to the metagame. Look at Snorlax and GSC. It probably has 90 to 100% usage somewhere there.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's like broken, right? And same thing with Dragapult. Like Dragapult, you're not overwhelmed by Dragapult. You see it all the time. But you're not overwhelmed by Dragapult to the point where, like, you see that Team Preview's over, right? Or like Landorus last generation, you see that Team Preview's over.
Yeah.
It's able to be played around. But the idea behind Arena Trap is that there's very limited counterplay, period.
Agreed.
And it typically favors the user of Arena Trap. Because once they get in the Mon, they take your Mon, and that breaks apart a whole lot of things. I just want to put that, like, it's not based on usage.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that confused people when Dugtrio got banned in Gen 7, Gen 6, and Gen 5. Obviously, this thing is not, it's not top 10 usage in any of those generations. And even in Gen 8, yeah, it's not top 10 by any means, but it's able to do what it's always done, which is trap too much of the metagame. It says in this post that the trappable targets are Bisharp, Cinderace, Clefable, Excadrill, Jirachi, Keldeo, even Kyurem. Kyurem is such a big threat, but you can switch.
That's actually big one.
Yeah, Dugtrio is like one of the best Kyurem counters. You switch it into Ice Beam, go down to your Sash, and then kill it with
reversal the hell out of it, or you get frozen like me.
It got that 100 base attack stat, so Bandit is really good right now, able to trap Clefable, Toxapex, even weakened Ferrothorns and stuff like that.
The base 100 buff was a huge thing for Dougie because it also made something like Scarf actually viable. Just because it's stronger. I think another thing, like, it's funny because when you look at Dougie too, I don't know if you remember that one SPL, but it was McMegan versus Ojama, and I believe they said the rule is no Dugtrio, no Magneton, and that's ADV OU. So it just says something that since Gen 3, this Mon has been doing the exact same thing, and even now, 10, 15 years later, right?
Even back in the day when it only had 80 base attack, right?
Yeah, with Earthquake, Hidden Power Bug.
In the day, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to look at the viability rankings real quick, and we can just see, like, you can just see the amount of Mons that Dugtrio is able to take care of. Clefable is able to be taken care of. It can trap other Dugtrio, gets rid of Excadrill, it gets rid of Toxapex, it can get rid of Komodo if it's Sash or Scarf.
Yep.
Similarly, it can kill weakened Ferrothorn, Kyurem, Tarak. And Bandit is not weak. It can kill like 40% Seismitoad and stuff like that,
Yep.
So you got to keep that in mind.
You can show my replay versus FLCL with me having to play and getting all the 50-50s wrong versus Dugtrio.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Like, here's a link.
Sure. Let's watch that.
Just to show you. But the main turns are turn 8 was a 50-50 there's Dougie because I was thinking about knocking.
Sure.
Turn 12 and turn 13.
Sure, he goes to Dugtrio on SD. So that was a good play by him.
Yeah, and he manages to get it in on the rocks as well.
Yup.
So like,
but either way, it feels like he didn't even need to make some of these plays if he didn't want to, because you're so weak to Dugtrio to begin with.
Exactly, for sure. To be honest, it's me using offense, and obviously he has a good team versus mine anyway. Sure. Dugtrio, ditto, I have offense. But it just shows that, like,
The thing
it
is,
promotes those
Dugtrio
50/50s as well.
lets some fat mons be really annoying. Because a lot of fat mons that deal with opposing fat, think about Clefable, Ferrothorn, how much they annoy fat. If Dugtrio traps one of them, then look at FLCL's team. It supports Dugtrio so well.
Exactly.
Because he has Clefable, he has Toxapex, all of these mons that benefit from something like Clefable being taken out. You know what I mean?
And on the flip side too, like SD Terrakion, look at FLCL's team without Dugtrio. It's Ditto.
Exactly.
Ditto is it. It has a close combat, which I have Dragapult for.
He needs Terrak. He needs Dugtrio for literally every beast on this team.
Yeah, Bisharp, Terrak, Jirachi. It killed all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it was supposed to do. Like that's another thing too. A Sash Dugtrio, a Dugtrio at 1 HP is not a dead Dugtrio.
Yeah.
Like it can still do the exact same thing over and over. That's why a lot of Terrak are actually running like quick attack on certain variants. But yeah, it's Arena Trap for sure will be banned. I think it's gonna open up a lot more in the metagame to be scary. But we don't not ban something just because it's keeping a metagame in check.
Exactly.
Right?
That's never been the case.
Yeah, and it also. Oh, you go.
No, what are you saying? What are you saying?
No, you go what you're saying.
I forgot what I was even gonna say.
Damn it, man! I'm gonna forget in a second. Okay.
Just say it.
Dugtrio also invalidates a lot of anti-meta mons that can be very, very solid in this metagame. Some that come to mind are Toxtricity, which can still break a lot of common cores.
If Dugtrio got banned, Toxtricity would be absolutely amazing, I think.
Toxtricity is good, yeah. I think Dracozolt gets a ton better. Though Hippo is everywhere, Dracozolt still
Hippo
gets
does
a ton
have quite
better.
a bit of usage, but they're different mons.
But the Toxtricity doesn't care. And even like more niche mons, like freaking Stonejourner, for instance. I know you're gonna laugh at that, but it KOs Corviknight, it KOs Ferrothorn, it KOs Clefable, it 2 KOs Toxapex.
Yeah, it's nice being able to, like, even a mon I love to use, Obstagoon. I never use it anymore because Dugtrio just traps
reversals.
And it's like all your mons that you want to use. And I'm not gonna say Fat is good in Gen 8 because I don't even think Fat steams are that good. You can run your bulky Clefable, Skarm, whatever.
Stall's bad.
But full stall is bad. But Dugtrio Fat is still pretty decent. Which is
like even like breakers like Diggersby, same thing. Same thing.
They all
I didn't
fall
mean to say
victim to
Diggersby in your video.
They all fall victim to being taken advantage of by Bandit or Sash. Dugtrio.
Yeah.
And I mean, even with the lack of pursuit to trap ghost types, it still doesn't matter. It still does everything it's going to do, which is why it's going to get banned for the 4th generation in a row.
Exactly, and like even if your argument is, well, if we ban Dugtrio, then Zeraora and Kieran are gonna be broken, then we suspect test them. That's
exactly.
You don't ban something for the sake of keeping a metagame how it is.
But Dugtrio's doing what it always did. I'm trying to look through some of these arguments.
Like even breakers like Bandit Darm can't, or even Scarf Darm can't do or stay.
Yeah, people are saying to ban Arena Trap, right? So it would just ban the ability, right? It wouldn't ban Dugtrio.
Yeah,
not that I'm gonna use 3 Dugtrios with Sand Force.
Yeah, but I mean, you could use I think you did it as well during that one suspect. I used Diglett during a suspect test as well as Trapinch, when they were suspect testing Dugtrio. Yeah. But it was stall with Diglett.
I mean, looking at anti-ban arguments, because we got to talk about both sides. People saying run Shed Shell, but Shed Shell's a hard item to include on most Pokemon. I do agree that you can put it on something like Toxapex, which is probably the best mon to use Shed Shell on.
Probably the only mon to use Shed Shell.
Yeah, literally the only mon. But you got to think everything runs knockoff again, so that's one big thing. Also, when you're not running Black Sludge, Pex, or whatever else, but mainly Black Sludge, Dugtrio, one of its main partners is Calm Mind Clefable. And that thing will easily be able to take out Pex if it doesn't have leftovers. So again, you got to think about that. You got to think of the amount of Pokemon that run knockoff these days, being Clef, Seismitoad, Ferrothorn, all these mons that people usually switch their Pex in to scare out. You know what I mean? So it's like it's these things aren't even like Shed Shell it does not seem like a reliable check to me. You can give it to Tyranitar or something like that, but even then it's not like your Shed Shell Tyranitar is going to be breaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I truly think the only good Shed Shell mon is Toxapex.
Toxapex, exactly, yeah. Because if you have Toxapex Corviknight, you can deal with those Dugtrio Fat teams because you outwall them.
Yeah, exactly. Everything else loses either its defensive capabilities or its offensive capabilities. Like even mons like Terrakion using Shed Shell, you're weak at +2.
I'm looking at this other SPL game that someone linked me. It was FLCL's game again, and he's also using Dugtrio again. I'm gonna link you. You can see that Dugtrio, he just has to be pretty patient this game.
It traps Clef and it can weaken Seismitoad, which opens up a lot. Like beating Clef is huge, so you can just win with your own.
I'm looking at this.
Fable. Let me leap through this as well.
What turn? Oh yeah, he brings in Dugtrio to go for Bandit Edge, which was pretty good. Then he doubles into Clef.
God, I'm glad these type of games.
Oh, he makes an amazing double to Dugtrio after the Shadow Claw on Seismitoad. To trap the Clef, gets rid of that with 2 Earthquakes on Life Orb Clef. That's just a great play.
Yeah, the Stone Edge on Mandibuzz too was beautiful.
Yeah.
Is he adamant? What the hell?
Yeah, sometimes if like that's another thing. Dugtrio, it's a great mon, but it's not a completely no skill. It is no skill with Sash, but Bandit takes skill. Like he made some crazy plays here. He brought it in on a double, and then he brought in 1% Dugtrio on Seismitoad Rocks and trapped it.
I've also seen.
He played an amazing game.
I also seen what's it called?
Oh my god.
Those are still 50-50s, by the way. I want to keep that in mind.
Yeah,
I want you guys to keep that in mind. Those are I'm sure Tace was thinking that Dugtrio could come in that turn.
How did Bandit Dugtrio get 4 kills?
That's what I'm saying in this type of game.
This is so funny. Dude, it got 6 kills. Bandit Dugtrio got 6 kills. Okay, that doesn't make sense. This guy should have played better.
Yeah, but like, I mean, yeah, like he lost turns versus. This is definitely FLCL playing well, but he was also getting the better side of the quarter. You know, the coin flip.
But yeah, Shell doesn't exactly make you Dugtrio proof.
Yeah, not at all. Like I mean, even if you were Dugtrio proof here, he figured out just throw some raw Stone Edges. None of these mons want to take hits anyway. Mandibuzz and Rotom don't want to take Stone Edges, as you can see right there. But like this is a good, definitely a well played Dougie. I would say
that's the thing. Like I think Sash and Bandit are the 2 biggest threats right now for sure. Both are great in their own ways. Bandit is better.
I think Scarf is bad.
Yeah, I think Scarf is bad too. In
Scarf
theory,
loses to Zero Aura if
it beats Zero Aura, but it doesn't actually beat Zero.
Yeah, if it bulks up, it kills.
Scarf doesn't beat anybody. It doesn't trap Dragapult because that's a ghost type. Bandit is definitely better, and so
it used to be good in a Pheromosa meta when you could air release, but that was about it.
True.
There
were days when we used to be able to do that.
Yes, but I mean, I just think that like a lot of people that game also, if he did not have Dugtrio, this game would at least been 100+ turns between Nasty Plot, Rotom. Yeah, and I think that a lot of people don't like that about Sword and Shield. And I'm not saying this is a pro ban argument, but it's just a thought. Like, Sword and Shield should get better.
A big thing with Dugtrio is that it does take care of Clef quite easily. There's so much wish pass to Rotom, but people getting greedy, running max to Def Clef and all this stuff.
Exactly.
It's kind of
what we said before. Like, it limits so many mons.
100%.
Like, so many cool mons. Like, I might start putting up with like an Araquanid or a Frostmoth. I mean, granted, I think one of the reasons people I don't know why people say this all the time, but it deals with stock. It doesn't always 100% beat Toxapex. That is not.
Yeah, even Bandit doesn't one hit KO. So if you're left with a burn, that's not good.
Or if it's like Scald Bunker and you get it down to 90%, it could still beat you with Scald Burn plus Bunker.
No, Bandit will never lose 1v1 if it's at 100%.
No, if it comes in, at 100%, no, it won't lose.
Yeah, if you switch in on Scald, you lose because Bandit doesn't one hit KO. But I'm saying that if they're both at 100%, then you win for sure. Because even with Burn, it's a 2-hit KO.
A Burn plus Bunker?
Yeah, dude. Earthquake does like 90 something. Burn plus Bunker won't kill. Or it does enough to where you can't outstall it. Maybe if you get like 3 bunkers in a row. But either way, what we're trying to say is that Dugtrio is not like it doesn't always kill these mons. Like it's not. Sash is guaranteed to take out your offensive threat, but Bandit does need to be played to some decent degree to kill these fatter Pokemon. You can't just switch it in, you know, to Clef and Moonblast and all this. How much does it do?
Normal 71 to 84.
Yeah.
And then burnt it does 35 to 42.
So it should be a roll.
Yeah, that's in Dugtrio's favor.
Yeah. So yeah, even Pex can win that, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Other options you can run on Bandit and is Toxic. You can run Screech for knockoff Clef, but that's pretty rare.
Doesn't exist anymore. It used to exist early on.
You could run. What else can you run? Toxic. You can run Reversal on Bandit, but that's pretty situational. It could work. It's obviously better on Sash. I don't know what else is there even. You can run Magnitude if you want to try that cheat code Magnitude. Memento is not bad.
Memento, Sucker we already mentioned.
Sucker we already mentioned.
I think Sucker's bad.
I had if it's Sub, but even Sub is very horrible.
Yeah, I mean, Mo had also used like the. I mean, and this is not a good.
You can run Choiced Stealth Rock. I ran that because Bandit.
Yeah, I ran that multiple times.
Bandit Dugtrio always scares out Aegislash, so you can get up rocks on it.
Yeah.
Problem is Dugtrio always brings in Corviknight, so.
Yeah, so they just defog. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I'm about to say the exact same.
But I mean, that's basically it. We're just talking about Dugtrio for a little bit. Obviously, we
It
think
will-
this thing's
it will
gonna get
get
banned
banned.
next week. I think it's a guarantee it's gonna get
I
banned
had my
again
thumbnail made.
for the fourth time in a row. So we'll talk about that again. Don't worry. But we hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this video was informative.
Let us know your thoughts.
Absolutely, let us know your thoughts. And we'll catch you guys soon. Take it easy. Check out Joey. Peace.
Peace.